we've got a good one in store. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go from Orchard Park. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end. And the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well.
That penalty is declined.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
Automatic first down.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Buffalo.
And And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And he will get into the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown Buffalo. His 4th TD grab of the season. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
It's a gain of 5.
With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. That one into the hands of Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a 1st down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another 1st down.
16 yards. And the Steelers
throwing now. Wilson on 1st down. Now screen set up for Johnson. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 11-yard line.
Again, Wilson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And Oliver, he works his way in. And that's sacks for him in the opening quarter. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the left side, he's got Tobin. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Allen going to give this to Davis. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Take the handoff, and now it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Allen with a throw on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On the move past the 40. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That one on target with Williams. He's got it. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on 1st and goal. Here's Cook. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Allen now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Bills. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Steelers 3. Tyler Bass.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They trailed out 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's caught right side. It's Fryermuth. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Steelers.
They'll run. Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now Russ. And that is incomplete. John Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. He is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Now a give to Davis. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Allen working from the pistol. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. The Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They get 15 on that game. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
A gain of 15. First down, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, it's Wilson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's a great example of why the premium players in this league on defense, Mike, they're the guys that impact the passing game, whether that's defensive backs or guys that can defend at a high level, but especially pass rushers, because even though he doesn't get the sack, it's the pressure that leads to the bad throw that leads to the incompletion.
Look at the big man go, and he will score. Pat Fryermuth, touchdown Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good, and the Steelers are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Steelers 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now Codrington to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
Second down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Allen gonna throw. Quickly, they get it into the hands of Williams. Now he's free at the 35. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Bills. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point by Mast is good. And the Bills are out to a 21-10 lead.
Steelers 10. Tyler Bass.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. On the give, it's Johnson. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
46-yard line.
Atwell sent in motion here. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the gun, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Here's Braden Mann now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Here's Austin to return, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Davis. And he'll bring this to about the 25. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. From the gun, here is Allen. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Third and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. That's Atwell. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 33 yards. 1st and 10. Wilson. Quick shot caught by Tolbert on the slant. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Now it's Wilson. Now a screen set up for Johnson.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Wilson will throw again, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this stays a 2-score game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Play action. Here's Allen. On the run to the right. He's looking deep for Shakir. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play to kick off this drive. 37 yards. On first down, Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and here's a great example there.
This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Allen going to try and hurry him up to the line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Third and long. To throw again. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. On fourth down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. On the jet sweep, here comes Atwell. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. Brings up second down.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the head. Both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for